Hey there everybody, it's Mike DeLisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Gorinto from designer Richard Yaner and publisher Grand Gamers Guild. Looks like 1 to 4 players in about a half hour. A calm and compelling abstract game where you must harness the power of the 5 elements, earth, water, fire, wind, and void, to build a Gorinto memorial shrine. All right, so an abstract game. Let's take a look inside the box here. We've got a screen printed box cover. I don't know how well that's coming across on camera. Let me see if I can you can kind of see that. There you go. That's a good way to see that kind of spot UV printing on the box cover. It's nice. We've got a number of plastic components. I'll take a look at those in a moment. We've got a large metal coin here. This is no joke. This thing has got some real heft to it. There we go. Kind of, that is different on both sides. Okay. All right. That's an impressive component. Looks like we've got some more of those tokens, or tiles, I should say. We've got a large drawstring bag, very, very large, screen printed. I'm assuming we're going to be placing all or most of the tiles in there. We've got ourselves a deck of cards we'll look at in a moment. We've got a mini. I'm not sure what the function is, if this is a first player mini, or I suppose we might be able to get an idea of it in the rules. I won't spend a lot of time in the rules, but we'll take a look. Speaking of, here we go. This is the English rule book here. Got our components, the scoreboard, the player mats, the 100 element tiles, 20 of each each element. Only 20 of them are win, not all of them. We've got goal cards, a season marker, which I'm wondering, is that replaced by the mini? That's going to be my guess, is that this replaces the season marker. We've got a start coin, a draw bag, high wisdom markers, and then other stuff. Okay, we've got the setup here. The gameplay is divided into 4 seasons. In each season, players will have an equal number of turns. The number differs depending on player count. At the end of each of the 4 seasons, players will gain wisdoms for both goal cards in the manner described on the cards. And at the end of the game, they'll gain 2 wisdom for each tile they have gathered of the 2 key elements. All right, and then it goes into more detail about this. Your understanding of each element is the number of other tiles you must gather when you move a tile of that type. That number is 1 plus the number of tiles of that element you have on your map. All right, so here you see different patterns that the different elements work with. The void can gather from the 5 locations diagonally adjacent to the placement. Wind is the 4 orthogonal, fire is in a row, or excuse me, a column, water is in a row, and then earth is a stack. Okay, and then you've got additional gathering rules, some adjustments for 2 players. They go through a sample turn, which is always nice. At the end of the season, that's where you're going to be gaining your wisdom, which is essentially your scoring, and then game end. And then this is the solo mode here, Kitsune, the solo mode for Gorinto, and it shows you how that changes. And so there's a number of tokens and components here that are specific to the solo game as well. You can have some alternate landscapes, a compassionate turn order, and partnership mode as well. All right, well, let's look at the board here. So a very simple but functional board. It gives you a reminder of what the different elements, what their patterns are over on the side there. That's nice, I like that. Okay, and we've got our little 4 wisdom markers. Wooden little markers, those are nice. And we've got more boards and components here. Okay, single-sided. Our score tracker, it looks like. Player boards in the different colors, places where it looks like where you place your tiles of the corresponding elements. And then we've got a number of the other tokens that are for the solo or compassionate turn order. But nice quality cardboard. Nothing to complain about there. to my eyes anyway. So now, let's take a look at the cards. We'll look at the cards first. Goal cards, it says. I don't know that these are going to be terribly exciting to look at because it looks like they are just writing. Score each stack that is the same height as one or more of your other stacks. Score each stack that is a different height. Odd number of tiles, even number of tiles, okay? So different goals that you're trying to achieve, and these are in different languages as well. So really, we saw the English ones at the beginning, and then we've got our ×2 for the different elements here. And then this is a new challenge, the Seasons of Change. All right, so that's our cards. It looks like there's also a dragon expansion here that include these tiles, which bring a kind of a wild energy there. But we'll focus on the main element tiles here. If I can get this open. There we go. I'm going to show you one of each of the 5 elements, so you can see all of them represented here. And I'm going to try to do it in a way that shows them. So we've got void, which is purple. Okay, so I'm just going to go from the top down. So there's our void tile. And they stack nicely, as you can kind of see there. Next we have, well, there's void. Next we have wind. Okay, there's wind. Next we have fire. There's fire. Then we've got water. There we go. And then finally we've got earth. All right, so I think that gives us a pretty good idea of what you're going to find inside the box of Gorinto. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.